Okay, moving on to topic 13A, B, starting with question 13 on the review packet. Simplify each expression, leave your answer in simplest radical form. So again, this means we're not going to use a calculator on these. So I've got 81 to the negative 3/4. So first of all, let's get rid of that negative 3/4. Let's turn it into a positive exponent. So we're going to move it to the bottom and turn it into positive 3/4. Then we're going to rewrite this, right? This means the 4th root of 81 cubed. Well, if I'm doing the 4th root of something, I'm looking for groups of 4. So I'm going to do a factor tree for 81. It is not divisible by 2. It's not an even number, so let's try 3. It is divisible by 3, so 3 times 27. 27 is also divisible by 3. That's 3 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3. So I actually have a group of 4 3s. So that tells me the 4th root of 81 is 3. So now I have 1 over 3, because I turned the 4th root of 81 into 3 to the 3rd power. So 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So this simplifies into 1 over 27. Okay, let's try the next one. So 14, I have parentheses, which means I'm going to be distributing, and it's power to a power. So I am multiplying. So power to a power, when I multiply fractions, I multiply top times top and bottom times bottom. So 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 5 is 15, and then I also have to distribute it to the y. So again, power to a power, multiply. 4 times 3 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15. All right, so now if I want to rewrite that, I can see they're actually both to the 15th power. If I want to rewrite the x, the 15 goes out here, and then I've got x, excuse me, to the 6. Actually, you know what, sorry, before we do this, let's reduce our fractions. We want to reduce fractions first. 6 over 15, I can definitely reduce. Those are both divisible by 3, right? 6 divided by 3 is 2. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Same thing here. 12 and 15 are both divisible by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 15 divided by 3 is 5. You should always look to reduce your fractions before simplifying. All right, so now let's rewrite this. So now I have the 5th root of x squared, and I have the 5th root of y to the 4th. I can actually combine those because they're both 5th roots. And when I remember when these are saying I'm multiplying these. When I multiply, it's inside times inside. If you have the same thing here, and I do, I have 5th root, which means inside times inside, they don't have the same base, so I can't combine them, so I would just write them next to each other. And I have the 5th root of x squared y to the 4th. All right, last one in this section, I'm dividing, which means I'm subtracting. So I have fractions, and I'm going to need a common denominator. So let's turn these into, I've got 4 as one denominator and 3. So let's turn them into things with a common denominator of 12. So 3/4 is the same thing as 9 over 12. Because to get 12, I had to multiply 4 times 3. So that means I have to multiply the top by 3. And on the bottom, I have to multiply 3 times 4 to get 12, which means I need to multiply 2 times 4. So now they have a common denominator, and now it's also easier to see which one is bigger. 9/12 and 8/12. I can see that 9/12 is bigger, so my answer is going to go on the top. And I have 9/12 minus 8/12. When you subtract fractions, again, you need a common denominator. So that common denominator stays, and you just subtract the numerator. So 9 minus 8 is 1. So I have w to the 1/12, or I can rewrite that as the 12th root of w.